consecutive seasons if they win tonight. Here come the teams. The outstanding team in German football is back on the biggest stage again. And this stage will become a world stage in just over a month's time, when the World Cup will begin in Germany. The Olympiastadion, originally built in 1936, was designated to hold the final of the 2006 World Cup. This will take place exactly 70 years after the 1936 Summer Olympics. This stadium will host Brazil against Croatia, Sweden against Paraguay, Ecuador against Germany, Ukraine versus Tunisia, all those group games during the World Cup. Tonight, though, it's filled with the fans of Bayern Munich, who've been fed on the raw meat of success down the years, and this has been another standout season for them. Bayern clinched the double last season with a 2-1 cup final victory over Schalke, and will again start as favourites against a team 36 points below them in the German table. Here are the national anthems. So this is Felix Magath's team, Bayern Munich. If they can overcome Frankfurt, then a second successive double looks a formality, with Bayern requiring just 5 points from the remaining 3 games in the league to defend their Bundesliga crown. No German team has ever managed to defend the double. For Magath, the match has also added spice as Frankfurt sacked him as manager back in 2001. There's a degree of revenge in the air tonight. Friedhelm Funkel is the coach of Eintracht Frankfurt. He's relishing the underdog role tonight, and there really are underdogs, this Eintracht Frankfurt team. He says he likes facing Bayern. There's no bigger incentive for his players than beating Bayern in front of 75,000 fans. He'll certainly enjoy it. Briefly, the team news. Eintracht Frankfurt are missing Bruce, Jones and Chris. This team was predicted in the German press 3 days ago. There's the 2 captains, Oliver Kahn on the right of your picture. Although Michael Ballack is officially the squad captain. Confirmation of this Eintracht Frankfurt starting 11. Marco Reymer, the former German international, will play at the centre of the defence. And a Swiss feel to the midfield. Internationals Christoph Spieker and Benjamin Hugel both play in those positions, wearing 30 and 16 respectively. Both will go to the World Cup this summer, playing for their country. There's the Eintracht Frankfurt coach. This is the Bayern Munich team. They've left Bastian Schweinsteiger and Zerroberto out of their starting 11. Something of a surprise to Michaelis. Normally a defender wearing number 6 will babysit the back 4. That is a surprise sprung by this man here, the coach, Felix Magath. Herbert Fandel will have a busy summer on World Cup duty. 42-year-old piano and music teacher from Kilburg. So a full dress rehearsal in preparation for the World Cup finals, and indeed the World Cup final. It'll be Eintracht Frankfurt to get this football match underway. The last meeting of the sides was on the 22nd of February in the Bundesliga. Bayern won by 5-2 in Munich. Christoph Preuss and Alexander Meyer got Frankfurt's 2 goals. Both play tonight, and Eintracht Frankfurt will compete in next season's UEFA Cup This is due to Bayern already being assured of a Champions League place. So Eintracht have already crossed that barrier. It'll be their first trip into Europe since the 1994-95 season when they competed in the UEFA Cup. And in case you're in any doubt whatsoever, it's Eintracht Frankfurt in the predominantly white strip, Michael Ballack and Bayern Munich in the red. Marco Reymer, the central defender, seen it all before. German international of great note. Owen Hargreaves just ducked out the way at the last moment. And here come Bayern with this forceful run. Probably see the pitch is very, very wet indeed. Alex Meyer with the foul. Lucio, the Brazilian international, went charging forward. Reymer got there as fast as he could, but it was a good move out of defence by Lucio. If Bayern are going to play well tonight, Michael Ballack will have to play well for them. He really is the heartbeat of the team. He wears number 13. Reymer with the clearance. Lexa. He's lost it there. Look how many red shirts are forward here. Vasovsky, Reymer and Rus could be in for a very tricky night. This is Nikolov, the goalkeeper. German-born but has Macedonian ancestry. Hello to everybody watching our pictures and listening to our commentary in Australia and Japan and the Far East. You're very welcome indeed. An early German Cup final. The Bundesliga campaign still has a little bit to go yet, but Bayern are almost there in that competition. Can they make it there in this one? Manatidis couldn't win it. Bayern in a real hurry to get the job done. Pizarro. First real opportunity. In fact, it was Mackay who was sent spinning through here. Roy Mackay, the Dutch international, just made space for the shot and didn't really get hold of it properly. Just got away there from Ox, the right-sided midfield player. Hugel, Speaker and Ox playing in midfield. In front of them three more: Lexa, Alex Meyer and Kula. Reymer. Lexa. Ox has got forward. Lexa, that's a good ball in as well, looking for a Manatidis. Hugel, Reymer, Lexa wants it. Ox again. Lexa. Eintracht Frankfurt with a really good spell here. That's a dipping one for Oliver Kahn. Of course, you've probably read he posed from the #1 position in the German national team as goalkeeper. Jens Lehmann will be first choice for Germany during the World Cup finals. Of course, when I say that, I always normally add barring injury or dramatic loss of form, and the best laid plans of mice and men can often go awry, as no doubt you'd probably be hearing. Wayne Rooney's picked up a serious injury playing in the English Premiership this afternoon in the Manchester United versus Chelsea game, and could be a doubt for the World Cup. No doubt many players will be having that at the back of their minds as they engage in this showpiece. Lucio. Well, a great ball by Lucio to pick out Ismail. And it's Lahm now for Bayern. Eintracht Frankfurt certainly look up for it. Ox now. That was a poor ball, easily picked out by Hargreaves. Will shepherd it back to the Bayern goalkeeper, Oliver Kahn, now 36 years old. He's got involved quite a bit here, hasn't he, Patrick Ox, just a 21-year-old. Spent 2 seasons in Bayern Munich's reserves and knows plenty of the Bayern lads coming through, and indeed a couple in the first team today. Bayern fans in good voice. Manatitis couldn't make proper contact with the ball. Owen Hargreaves now for Bayern Munich. A support here from Lahm, the right back, the German international. Demichelis. Lucio. Bayern just beginning to settle down and try keep Eintracht Frankfurt at arm's length. Bayern currently hold a 5-point lead over Hamburg with just 3 games left to play in the Bundesliga. Demichelis. Oh, that's a fine ball by Demichelis. Didn't quite come off. Sanyol is the right back. And here's a Manatitis. He has the entire Bayern defence to try and get round. Not an easy job at all. Ismail to the rescue. Lucio. Ballack. Probably playing his last German Cup final for Bayern. He's heading off to Europe next season. Chelsea say they're interested in signing him. Just feel the game's beginning to settle down, not by a lot, but just a little bit. It's all been rather frenetic, and Eintracht Frankfurt have had their opportunities, and Salihamidzic on that far side looking for either a free kick or a corner, and nothing doing on either score. Bit of a surprise, Salihamidzic included. Former Hamburg player, Bosnian international. Down on the Bayern bench, 1 or 2 anxious looks from Felix Magath and his coaching staff. Manatitis couldn't win it. Hargreaves sets off now for Bayern Munich with his forceful run. And he's still going. Hargreaves pulls it back here. Danger for Eintracht Frankfurt. Ox gets it away. As far as Lexa. Lexa changes direction suddenly. Old for those of you old enough to remember Fleetwood Mac. He looks like the lead singer, doesn't he? Lexa. All a rumour, of course. Bayern have had just 1 defeat, 3-0 to Werder Bremen in their last 7 games. They've had 3 wins, 3 draws. Their form has been criticised at times, but they are still top dogs in Germany. Reimer. Vasowski. Reimer again. Ox. Reimer. Rus. Reimer. Now to bring the ball an awful long way here, and Reimer dashes after it. Hargreaves' initial pass was not a good one. He was rather lucky to find the ball back at his feet again. All options to his right, and Willy Sagnol, the Frenchman, is there. Gets it forward quickly as well. Salihamidzic. I think the complaint there is the ball wasn't delivered over quickly enough, and Friedhelm Funkel, who won the German Cup whilst with Uerdingen when they beat Bayern Munich 2-1 in the 1985 final, no doubt hoping for a repeat of that happy day. Demichelis. Hargreaves. Bayern haven't really got Michael Ballack in the game so far. Hugel, the Swiss international. Manatidis. Manatidis has been penalised for that. It looked like an elbow on Ismail, in truth. Yeah, he had his right elbow around the face of Ismail. Ironically, Ismail on the receiving end is currently in the middle of a 3-game league ban after elbowing an opponent that was caught by TV replays. What an irony that he now has been caught by Manatidis' flailing elbow. They've got a lot of football to come in Germany in the next few months. You see a little bit of blood around the nose there of Ismail as he's helped off the field. Bayern do have a ready-made replacement in number 6. Demichelis is on the pitch already, playing in front of the back four. He could just drop back whilst Ismail's injury is assessed. Salihamidzic was the intended target. Felix Magath just trying to work out how bad things are. He was actually in charge of Eintracht Frankfurt the last time they beat Bayern in a Bundesliga fixture back in November 2000. Strikes me that Eintracht Frankfurt are keeping Michael Ballack on a very close rein indeed. Every time he gets the ball, he seems to be marked by at least one white-shirted player, possibly two. Lexa. Ox. Lexa again. Ox. Manatidis calling for the ball. There's an opening here, and they played it on towards Manatidis. I think it was Hugel who played it to his left. Didn't quite come off, but Bayern have been warned. There is a danger, and a considerable danger posed by Eintracht Frankfurt. If you've just joined us, this is the German Cup final, the Deutsche Pokal. Bayern Munich in red against Eintracht Frankfurt. Ox here for Eintracht Frankfurt. Ismail back on the field then. Bayern are up to their full complement of players, still goalless. Ox. Philip Lahm has the ball in his hands, ready to take the throw. It's an amazing feat of engineering, this stadium, because the original Olympic Stadium in Berlin is a national treasure. They couldn't demolish it like they did with so many of the stadium when they were planning the World Cup venues, and they built a new stadium virtually on top of the old one. Salihamidzic. And Salihamidzic went for the return. He says he was impeded there. I'm sure his inclusion is to bring some width to the Bayern attack. Well, there was a definite push, wasn't there, by Speaker, the Swiss player. Indeed, the free kick has been given. Willy Sagnol. So Lucia prominently forward, as is Pizarro. That really is a poor free kick. Bayern forced back to the halfway line when really they should be inside the Eintracht Frankfurt penalty area. goalkeeper's had a save to make so far. Lex has made a break down the right-hand side if they want to pick him out. Ox, he really needed to release that ball a good deal quicker, and it was pickpocketed by Owen Hargreaves. Alarm now. Alarm. Ball took a deflection. Great chance for Bayern. Roy Mackay, the Dutch international, whose future in the Dutch national squad is under scrutiny, hasn't been included in the provisional squad for the World Cup. He had the opportunity. So it's Mackay with the free kick. Lucio forward. Here it comes. Over the head of Demichelis. The referee, Herbert Fendel, has spotted something. Bayern subs. Vicente Lizarazu. Bastian Schweinsteiger. He must have thought he would be playing in this match. You can see the rain still tumbling across Berlin in a cool afternoon. Pitch is very wet. Ball will run quickly. That just might encourage Bayern to pass the ball. Demichelis scraps for it and can't win it. First yellow card goes to Ballack. He's played in 3 finals. Winner in 2003 and last year in 2005. Bit of a desperate lunge there, and it was a real whack on the shin. The speaker. Little more than a hopeful ball into the penalty area, but just were unable to pick out Amenatidis, and Lexa to take this throw now. Stefan Lexa, who came from Tenerife. Bit of pushing going on by Demichelis. Oh, what an opportunity there for Hugel, who drove the ball across the 6-yard box, and he's complaining nobody was there to add a finishing touch. You can see his point. Lexa dispossessed. We're heading for the 20-minute mark in this football match. Still goalless then in the German Cup final as Hargreaves initiates another attack. Lahm. Ball scooped away by Nikolov, who hasn't conceded a goal now in over 300 minutes of league and cup football. Well, Eintracht Frankfurt, the significant underdogs in this final, have got to the 20-minute mark without conceding a goal, and that must give them great hope they can keep out Bayern Munich, free-scoring Bayern Munich, I should say. Bayern are currently on an 11-game winning run in the German Cup, which dates back to the start of 2005. They really are Pokal Meisters, champions of the Cup. Ismail. Incidentally, this game has to be decided today, and there could be extra time and possibly even penalties to determine who takes the huge cup home. Demichelis. Mackay. And Mackay again, and Mackay might be through here. Took a good stop by Roos to get the ball to safety. He looks dangerous. Maybe he has something to prove if he's going to be omitted from the Dutch World Cup squad. Zealous touch there from Dimichelis, former River Plate player, Argentine international. Blam will take the throw instead of Hargreaves. Raymer was quite clearly holding back his opponent, and goodness only knows why that isn't a free kick. The referee has now given it due consideration. And it's Ballack and Hargreaves standing over the ball. It's going to be Ballack, I'm sure, who's going to hit it. Can Ballack give Bayern the lead? It's Ballack. Goalkeeper might have seen that one late and kept his goal intact. There's an offside flag, I think, against Lucio. Well, a really well-struck free kick from Michael Ballack. No doubt it's something Germany will be working on at the World Cup. When they have free kicks in that sort of position. Lucio went screaming in, trying to get on the end of it. And when the ball was kicked there, you can see there was at least one Bayern player offside. Hargreaves went charging in from Ox. Took a bit of a hefty whack in the back, and Hugel, with his hands on his hips here, will take this free kick for Eintracht Frankfurt. Alexa. Meyer. First touch was disappointing. Dimichelis has won it back here for Bayern Munich. Mackay was offside, that's why that last move collapsed. Jürgen Klinsmann, the national team manager, in the crowd. There's Klaus Augenthaler to his right. Senyol. Lots of possession, lots of domination, especially in midfield, but no final product yet for Bayern, despite the enthusiastic hopes of their fans. Patience is the key. In their last match, Bayern were 2-0 down to relegation-threatened FSV Mainz after just 13 minutes. Bayern got back into the game thanks to a Roy Mackay double. Not in that sort of mess just yet, anyway. Dimichelis. Lucio trying to get forward here. Eventually caught. I think Lucio wants to know from the referee why, if Ballack was booked for the previous indiscretion, there was no yellow card there. That's a point. Nikolov defending this long unbeaten record as goalkeeper. Still goalless then. Bayern have this free kick. Ballack took a couple of deflections. Easily their best chance. Salihamidzic saw the ball pop up in front of him. Couple of ricochets and the goal was at his mercy. Raymer got back to make some sort of challenge. That's why Bayern were looking for the corner kick. Salihamidzic scored the winning goal in the 2-1 win over Schalke in last year's final. Almost scored the opening goal there. Manatidis, Lexa, now can he turn? Yes he can. Great opportunity this time for Eintracht Frankfurt, set up by Lexa. He knows how close that was. Manatidis had this opportunity, clear side of goal. He really should have done better. And the club's top scorer in the Bundesliga, the man who scored the goal that took Frankfurt to the cup final, scored the winner against Arminia Bielefeld, should have done better. They thought that was the moment. Here they come again, Köhler. Köhler has it back here for Eintracht Frankfurt, beaten away by Oliver Kahn. Bayern are rocking at the moment. Köhler doing really well. Wants the ball back again. He's seen it all before, hasn't he? Played in so many big games. Lexa got it in here to Köhler. And Köhler's shot beaten away by Oliver Kahn. Two really big opportunities now for Eintracht Frankfurt. Frankfurt fans thought their time had come then. Oliver Kahn is still a goalkeeper who can be relied on in the big occasions. Roberto warming up for Bayern Munich. Yeah, really unusual World Cup for Germany without Oliver Kahn as their number one. Nikolov, oh, he waited an awful long time and almost paid the price. Certainly this football match is not a one-sided affair as many predicted. Goalkeeper might have done better there, been a bit more decisive before Salihamidzic was breathing down his neck. Salihamidzic now. Lucio has come forward. Referee's assistant was pretty certain that was a free kick to Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm not as certain as he was. They just seem to bump into each other. Meyer won it back. These are really nervous moments for Bayern Munich. They just don't look at ease at all. They've got a player down injured. I think it's Ballack who's taken a powerful whack on his ankle. No doubt most of the German footballing public will wince every time one of their star players gets a knock like that. So half an hour in and still nothing to choose between the two sides. In fact, were this a boxing match, I'd have Eintracht Frankfurt slightly ahead on points. Bayern have played in 14 finals and only twice have they been beaten. In this competition. In 85 against Uerdingen, and in 99 against Werder Bremen. That match went to penalties. Remarkable record. Lucio. Dimichelis. Lexa. Amenatidis. You have to get a bit closer to goal to beat the likes of Oliver Kahn. Not a hint of emotion on the face of Felix Magath, the coach, manager who took over from Ottmar Hitzfeld. Hargreaves will leave the throw here to Philip Lahm, the left back. Ballack, who's not really been in this game so far at all. Lucia. He's had more of an attacking influence on Bayern Munich than Michael Ballack, incredibly. Salihamidzic goes to ground. Look at the red-shirted players flooding in or around the Eintracht Frankfurt penalty area. Some are offside at the moment, as Willy Sagnol prepares to take this free kick. Ballack is at the sharp point of this German Bayern attack. This is Das. Well, it wasn't very good, was it? The longer this game goes on without a goal, I'm sure the more Eintracht Frankfurt will feel they can do something. They're going to have to make a change here. I presume it's because of injury. They wouldn't be altering their tactics at this stage. Reimer's had to go off. That's a massive blow for them. And it's Daniel Seaman who replaces him. Seaman, who has Turkish ancestry, but actually born in Germany. Reimer must have picked up an injury of some description. I wonder if we'll look back at the injury here to Reimer and say that was a pivotal moment of this football match. He's obviously applying ice to, is it his knee? Yeah, it is. He's picked up a knee injury. And bearing in mind the influence Reimer brings to bear on this Eintracht Frankfurt team, you know he really is badly injured if he's had to go off, especially in such a showpiece game. Dimichelis, an orthodox way to control the football, worked nonetheless. Lucio. Lexa. It's a fine ball. Willy Sagnol. Can he pick out Pizarro here? What a miss for Bayern. Roy Mackay popping up on the far post, and with the goal at his mercy and able to get his header in on target. Pizarro was the obvious target for this ball to be floated in, but he went long, looked for Mackay, who stayed onside. Well, from there, that is a real chance. Look at Pizarro, number 14. If he'd have headed that back across the face of goal, Pizarro was unmarked and would surely have made it 1-0. Maybe that's where Eintracht Frankfurt just miss Raymer. Lexa. Hugel. Köhler. Köhler with a clever little ball. Speaker. Almost got Hugel in on the act. And Bayern once again escape. Seb Deisler amongst the injured players and unable to take part today. Ballack. Hargreaves. Ballack again. Lam. Dimichelis. Hargreaves. Bayern being forced back for giving possession away cheaply, and then Hugel turns it back. Rus back to goalkeeper Nikolov. Speaker. Myers lost it. Here's Hargreaves for Bayern. Great tackle by Lexa. Certainly Raymer's absence hasn't disheartened Eintracht Frankfurt. Ochs. Lexa tries to pick out Meyer but can't do so. Eintracht Frankfurt, really one of Germany's so-called yo-yo clubs in the last 11 years. They've spent 6 seasons in the Bundesliga, 5 seasons in the Bundesliga 2, the second division. Still have some work to do to secure their Bundesliga status. They are unbeaten in their last 3 League and Cup games and have managed to keep 3 clean sheets in the process. That is, prevent the opponents from scoring. The coach Friedhelm Funkel there will be looking to gain revenge on Bayern after he took the unfancied Duisburg to the 1998 German Cup final, where they lost 2-1 to Bayern. He'll be pleased with his team so far. They've done pretty well. The Munich president, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, who's here today, says he wants his team to win this competition to make up for their early exit from the Champions League. Yellow card. Wasowski, the player, cautioned. Well, he made a genuine attempt to win the ball, but he switched there by Pizzardo, was a little bit too sharp. He's saying he went for the ball, and I believe him. The ball was there when he slid in. By the time he got there, it wasn't there any longer. Bayern have won the Cup a record 12 times. 4 of those victories have come since 1998. Rudi Völler, former national team manager. So 5 minutes to go to half-time. Corner kick. Pizzardo convinced the referee's assistant. So a contentious corner Sometimes these can prove to be so costly for the team on the receiving end. Owen Hargreaves to take the corner kick here for Bayern. Köhler couldn't win it. Hargreaves thought about the shot, came off a Frankfurt foot. Bayern very much aware that Frankfurt have nothing to lose in this 63rd German Cup final. Hargreaves. Lucio. Pizarro. Really, the match Eintracht Frankfurt will play on Wednesday against Kaiserslautern would be seen as more important than this one, as they try to secure their Bundesliga status. And there's massive underdogs for this game. You can see the team are playing with really without a care in the world. Philipp Lahm now to take the throw. Köhler. Maya. It's Sanyol. Pizarro running down the middle and gave the ball cheaply away to Maya, and he gives it right back to Hargreaves. That's sloppy by Eintracht Frankfurt. Ballack, it's a fine ball into Ballack, and Pizarro just got away from his marker. Rus tried his best to deny him that effort on goal. Eintracht Frankfurt will be delighted to get to half-time at 0-0. Maybe they've already got half an eye on extra time, and who knows, even penalties. They've had enough opportunities in this first half to embarrass Bayern, and indeed Oliver Kahn has certainly been busier than his opposite number. Lexa, let's see what Eintracht can do here. That's a great touch. Great skill by Ballack, and the final pass was hugely disappointing. Amanatidis. Mighty Bayern Munich stumbling at the moment against Eintracht Frankfurt, but still 0-0. Sanyol unable to pick out a colleague, and here comes a counter-attack. It's Köhler. Amanatidis. It's a great ball in here. Oh, what an opportunity there for Maya. Amanatidis scooped that one across. Maya taking up a far post position. And the smile on his face is probably a smile of irony, because he knows he should have done better here. You're not going to get too many chances like that against Bayern Munich. And while we're watching that last slow motion replay, the half-time whistle has gone. The heavily backed and fancied Bayern Munich are being held at the break here in the German Cup final. The half-time score from the Olympiastadion in Berlin is Eintracht Frankfurt 0, Bayern Munich 0.